Hey everyone, my name is Sneaky Narcotic. I'm here today playing some Magic Arena. I bought a new mic, so hopefully if you watched any of my other videos, I know I had one without a microphone, one with my computer's microphone, and then now I went out and bought a little $17 not omnidirectional, but unidirectional microphone supposedly. So we're going to try it out, see how it works. Today, I decided to build a Boros deck. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So, I decided to kind of, I guess if I had to pick a bomb card, Mentor the Meek, just to be able to draw out. It's kind of a weenie deck, like a lot of our cards are just 2 power. In fact, I think the only card that is not 2 power would be Tajik. And I just have him in the deck because, haste and mentor and then first strike. But on top of that, our other good bomb card would be this Novice Knight. As defender, but as long as it's enchanted or equipped, which I didn't have a lot of equipment that I necessarily wanted. But I do have 2 good enchantments. Maniacal Rage, which, +2/+2 and can't block. And then the other one is Knight's Pledge. Which, if you'll give me just a minute to rant about this, I really, really, really think, especially when this card first came out, that it should have also made them a knight, just so that it could go off with History of Benalia. And it would just, to me, it made sense to make any card a knight card if you're going to say it's going to get the Knight's Pledge. But anyways, so yeah, we got a couple of these fresh-faced recruits. Honestly, one of my favorite cards when it comes to draft, just because in Guilds of Ravnica draft, if you were drafting Boros, you're not necessarily in general, as you'll see when we're playing. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not going to sit here and keep my creatures back unless we're playing green. God help us if we play green. But I'm not going to keep my creatures back. You kind of want to turn them sideways. And for him to have first strike, that gets rid of it gets rid of a lot of cards in most matchups. Come to think of it, the best matchup probably being zombies, because most zombie tokens are 2/2s. And so for him to have first strike with 2/1, that destroys every zombie. Just to show you my lands, I didn't really pick anything too crazy for lands. A couple guild gates, a couple foundries, 1 clifftop retreat. I would have run 4 clifftop retreats, but I didn't have them. So I decided to go with the shock lands instead of the buddy lands. And if you heard my last video, you know how I feel about these shock lands. So we're going to play it out. I got Hieromancer's Cage and Conclave Tribunal for control. I, hopefully hit some Teferis, or something if it comes out. I guess not Teferis, because then they would counter me. I have 1 Aurelia in here. This is a card that I kind of wish I had more copies of in my deck, but I don't. And it looks pretty cool, especially if you're mentoring it up. This is for the flying game, and this is also a little bit of control, just right here, Just Strike. Little cheap control, gets rid of a lot of things, like Tempest Gin, yeah, just a lot. Sorry guys, I've been a rough weekend. Flame of Kill to help me draw a little more than just with Mentor the Meek and Boros Challenger. I like Boros Challenger because in the late game he becomes a mana sink, and then on top of that, him being the mana sink, he can also get cards like this up, or any other 2 powered cards. So we're going to try it out. This is going to be my Boros deck. Give it a name. Yes, the Mentor's Justice deck. Hopefully it does a lot better than my Veraska tokens deck. But anyways, let's go find a game. You know, normally when I'm building decks around 1 or 2 cards, I never draw the cards when I want them to. So hopefully we do see Mentor the Meek today. Hopefully it doesn't get controlled out. That would be Suckville, I guess. You know. So, looking at this, we can make a very pretty blocker, or unblockable. And with with the +2/+2, if we're playing against red, he can't instantly get burned out. As it stands right now, Boros Challenger needs a lightning strike. Aurelia turn 4, and with the Buddy Land and the Shock Land being in my hand, the Shock Land actually activates the Buddy Land, and seeing as I don't have really a turn 1, that's probably what we're going to do. So let's keep this. I see what he did there. Look, guys. Synergy. Promote synergy. So it looks like we're playing against Demir. Not too bad of a matchup yet. Let's see if he's playing Control Demir or Discard Demir. Very two different plays. So he's gonna hit me and surveil. There he goes, hits me and surveils. I'm surprised to see that he didn't play Disinformation Campaign like that. That was a very bad play. He should have played that main phase 1 and then got it back. I don't really want to keep, I guess, just a strike for this. Not too helpful. So let's get this down. We could Conclave. We could Conclave. We could Conclave. But instead, we're going to do Maniacal Reach. And this just puts a bigger clock on him, and it's unblockable. What we might do is we might just go for the Voltron effect here and just have a Boros Challenger that kicks butt and takes names. I haven't seen a kill card yet, so he could be just playing straight discard, which is fine. Hey, Disinformation Campaign. So this could be a misplay, but I'm going to do it anyways. Conclave Tribunal. I'd rather play Aurelia, I believe, because it's going to do the same thing this turn. I think it's going to leave me a body that he can't. Ooh, he can't block through. So yeah, we're going to Aurelia. To get him a combat and give him 2. And attack. Down to 10. Wow, this Boros deck is doing way better than I thought it would do. If you hear that noise in my background, that's Little Bill going to bed. I'm kind of recording this later than usual at night. I went on a date with Mama Narcotic today, so anyways. Hey, Barrier Bells, nice. The one thing that I don't have in this deck that I'm thinking about now, this is again my first time playing with this deck, is Run Amok, so I can get some trample. Ooh. Well, to his knowledge, I only have 1 Knight's Pledge. And I'm just going to keep that 1 Knight's Pledge. Mentor the Meek will give us card advantage. He didn't live up enough for him to be able to counter this. He isn't playing any kill spells I've seen. Maybe, yeah, I've seen. So we're just going to imagine that he's not doing crap and go with it. Yeah. Turn sideways. So next turn, on board we have it. Even if he kills one of my creatures, we still potentially have it. I said unblockable. I'm reading this card now. It can't block. So maybe that's a misplay on my end. Maybe I should trade that for Knight's Pledge. I have 2 Knight's Pledges, I want to say, and 4 of the Maniacal Rage. So, I don't know. He seems like he's digging. Ooh, a Thoughtbound Phantasm. Thoughtbound Phantasm is a great card. In the longer game, especially with what he's trying to do, it would give him lots of advantage. But, thankfully, advantage is not his forte right now. So he might try to counter this, which is fine, because then we basically have it again with Maniacal Rage. I'm going to swing out. Oh my goodness. Ain't that a beautiful card? So this fizzles Night Pledge, and also allows him to use disinformations, which means that I have to keep back Maniacal Rage, because he's going to disinformation campaign me anyways next turn. And even if he doubles disinformation campaigns me next turn, it still kind of just doesn't do anything. Compared to what I'm able to do to him. Just keep the pressure on. Yeah, see, this is an okay play, I guess. He kind of has to, but I honestly think I would have rather gotten rid of the Sprite here, just because the Sprite has done its purpose. It's gotten a couple surveils in, it's done the value of a 1 and 1. 1 blue, 1 generic. Whereas the Phantasm, this is really supposed to be the bomb. This one and the Spybug are supposed to be the bomb of the Dimir decks. I've been playing a lot of Dimir recently. Maybe I'll show y'all that in a later video, but those are the true bombs of Dimir. Although, as you can see from his first time disinformation campaigning, he might not know how to play Dimir. So, we'll see. And as predicted, Thought Erasure. Yeah, you can have it. That's, basically I did a nothing hand. You know, now he has 1 mana up, unless he has Spell Pierce. Oh, no, 2 mana up. He still basically hasn't done anything. I haven't seen a counter yet, as far as I can see. Just a lot of draw, and now he's tapped out. So, next turn, we're going to hit him for 4 or 2. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to leave that up, making him think we have something. We'll, go ahead and do this anyways. Mentor. And hit him for 3, my bad. I forgot about... Of course Boros Challenger would have Mentor. That's the whole point of Boros in Guilds of Ravnica. Come on, Narcotic. Oh, excuse me. Alright. That does something. He can draw 1 card, but then he'd literally have to have an unexplained disappearance, as far as I can see. That card right there. For him to really be able to do anything. And that's might be what he did with this play. Even then, our Mentor the Meek can kind of just do some damage. Obviously it's not going to get through the 1-4, but I don't know, it'll keep the pressure on him. That's fine. That's a fine play. That's something else. He just gave me card advantage by doing that, and in fact, he gave me another body, and that will win me the game by itself. One more land next turn. He can. I don't have any cards to discard, and thankfully, most of the discard, in fact, all of the discard cards that would be in this deck would be sorcery speed. But as you can see, he found something to do. He's going to take my Boros Challenger. Smart idea, seeing as literally that would win me the game next turn if I had other land. I don't mind hitting my own crap, so it's fine. I'm really interested to see what else he's playing. That does nothing now. That just draws him a card for 3 mana, which is bad. This does something. This draws me again. Don't look at that. And as thank you, I will also say nice. Yeah, Flame Killed. I had to remember what Flame Killed even does. So discard a hand, draw 2 cards, and then damage. So no point. I mean, literally no point, right? Right. If we draw a land in the 3 cards that we're going to draw next turn, then we just win. He can have another hostage taker, now that I know he has at least one, and that's really good. Like, I haven't even thought about really doing that in Dimir, because it goes all the way back to Islon, and I'm sitting here thinking about Keylets of Ravnica, except for this one card. So there he goes. Let's really see what he did. Oh, he put another one of these down. Yeah, so there goes that. He'd have to unexplained disappearance me. See, I'm just making him do bad plays. Because, like, that in general, just a bad play. He paid 4 mana to kill my 2 mana creature. Granted, of course, I was about to kill, you know? But he sees that. Ooh. Wow, just mentor. And yeah, we'll pay the extra 1. He's gonna have something for me to discard next turn, and that's fine. Right now, I'm going to be able to be more stable than he is, because, like, as far as I can see, he has some draw. He has this Chart of Course, which makes me think he has 4 of that. He has Surveil, which is a very good mechanic, but he's relatively only drawing 1 or 2. And he looks at my hand, and he sees that I have yet again another Mentor of the Meek. If he doesn't take the other Mentor of the Meek, I'm very surprised by that, because Boros Challenger doesn't do anything when you have multiple of them. You know, you pay this 4 effect for my other creatures to get pumped up, but that's it. That's not anything else. Okay, let's see what he's doing here. I'm actually going to get rid of the Mentor, because he has done his job. Or, he's done his job as in, I can play this, and draw some more next turn. And now I don't. Good for him. So we're just going to do this. It's going to do what I want it to do. We're going to combat and swing out. Oh, don't explain this to me. He did it too. Ah, that's such an annoying card to be right now. Oh, and there there goes my Boros challenge. Some misplays all around. No. See, this is what I like in Demir, is that you have something like this, you know? So he does have counters in that game, in that hand. We're probably dead here. I mean, he hasn't really started swinging or anything, and if he does, it's going to take a minute. And honestly, we should probably stop. But either way, we're initially dead here. Is he going to cancel me? Yes, he is. We'll play one more hand, and if I get anything, I don't even know what this deck can really win me something here. Yeah, that coming down is probably the end. Yep, that's gonna do it. We just weren't aggro enough, sadly. That really taking my little challenger over there, that probably did it to me. So it's one turn away. One whole time. Let's see here. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. Like and subscribe, all that jazz. I'm going to probably make another video after my daughter goes to sleep, so that way you guys don't have to hear that in the background. This is Sneaky Narcotics, signing off.